Witchblade issue 7. What can I say about this? I guess it's built. This is like as big as it's built. I said the last issue was pretty big. Like this is like even bigger. And like, was it satisfying? Kind of like they've brought in your man. I don't know. Is it Pistachio? It sounds like pistachio. I don't know how to say this guy's name. It's the guy, the darkness. I think it's Jackie, isn't it? Like, but he's kind of hanging out with the Kenneth Irons guy. So they're all. I don't know the lore of the darkness and Witchblade, but essentially, I know who he is, and they've brought him in. But essentially, some funny, like kind of probably the most ridiculous line so far in this whole series that I was just had me like really scratching my head. I'll come to that now in a second. But there's a really nice scene here where he's leaving that building and the Witchblade is coming in, and she can see all of that kind of darkness stuff surrounding him, and he can kind of tell that she can see something, and they kind of walk by each other, and they're kind of giving each other a glance, but they keep going. Thought that was done really well. It's kind of not something I've really seen in a comic book before. Maybe it's been done before, but that was done really nicely. But essentially, what I felt like there was a missed opportunity here. Like when she comes in here to take on this guy Kenneth, like it's like he's been waiting for her, and he's got a big party, and like there's all these different kind of weird criminals, like supernatural people, everything, like, and I almost felt like, wouldn't the story have been really cool if like each issue was her just interacting with one of these characters, almost like, I think a lot of the best single character comic books work that way. Like, you got like Spider-Man or Daredevil or like Spawn or something, where it's kind of like, it's almost like a one-on-one thing per issue, and you get to know a bit about an enemy, and you get to a bit more about the hero, and you just kind of move on like that. But it was kind of like she tries to arrest him, and obviously he's like, become part of my collection, join me kind of thing, and like she's having none of it. But it goes through all these characters, and it's just their names and what they are. But I do feel like there could have been a lot more there in that side. Well, I guess that's what I would be interested in personally. But just the hilarious line here, this, I just find this so weird. Like she knocks that thing out of his hand. I think he's offering her a token of, join me or something. I'm not sure what that bracelet is, but like she says, "Why don't you kiss my sweet fat pink bleep, you bleep bleep?" Like, who? I don't know. What is she referring to there? Her fat pink what? Like, her her fat pink pussy, her fat pink arse, her fat pink nipples. I don't know what she's talking about here, like, but it's kind of silly, and I just don't imagine any woman would ever say that. Like, I don't know. It's worth mentioning. It's probably outside of this, the kind of just usual superhero stuff, the odd time those things drop in, and it just seems a bit odd to me. But there's a pretty epic scene at the end where she kind of gets dropped down into this, almost like he has one of those sickle keys, and he kind of opens up the ground, and like they're in this big kind of supernatural coliseum. I thought that was really cool, and they, she's fighting everyone, like some really nice double pagers here. Like she's kind of fighting all these different characters, and like, this is why I thought it would have been cool to have these almost like a one and done story. Like, they've got this guy with a dog's head, and there's a guy with some kind of weird green tentacles, and it would have been cool for all that, and this woman here with the insect on her face and stuff, like. But anyway, she's kind of fighting. I think she's losing a bit of motivation, and then your man turns up Nottingham, and he's like switched sides, kind of helping her, and they escape. The whole him switching sides, I don't know, it wasn't that satisfying. It just kind of happened, and I don't know, just it is what it is. But that's a nice shot there for them running off, and your man Kenneth saying, "Go on, you cowards, run for your lives." So I guess we'll see where it goes. I don't know if And is there any Witchblade readers out there that see this? I'm not sure. Like one or two people kind of look at the video, but I guess we'll soldier on and see where it goes. Like I have a feeling this series will be short lived. I don't know what sales are like, Grant, but yeah, we'll see.